Yesterday, Brian Branch went down, and I thought it was over. Non-contact, and those are the worst. I'm thinking he popped his Achilles. That's the first thing I thought. Went down, could barely put pressure on it. Then we see the cart come out. Brian Branch, I'm thinking season's over. We've already lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Now we've lost this guy who is on pace to be Defensive Rookie of the Year. No doubt about it. And I'm thinking he's gone. Takes the cart to the back, comes back out, gets taped up, went out and made a play. Now, while this is happening, and I'm usually not like this with players, but I like this kid. I really, really do. I didn't really know much about him before he became a Detroit Lion. All I knew is that he was a first-round talent that by no means should have made it out of the first round. And that he embodies the identity of this team. And that he went down, and I thought it was over. When I see him come back on the field, this kid is so legit. He made a play injured, which C.J. Gardner-Johnson played the majority of game 2 with a torn pectoral. We got some dogs on our team, some gritty warriors on our team. But my question was, why is he back out there? The game is well out of hand, in my opinion. Why did he come? But he came out and made a play anyway. I don't think he got re-injured. I think the injury he already had was aggravated, looked like. But it's coming out as of yesterday that the x-rays were negative. I haven't heard anything today, but it looks just like a ankle sprain. Mr. Poole says x-rays show nothing broken on Branch, and we will probably know more today or Monday. No cap, I got sad when Branch went down. You and me both. Branch is much better off than GB. Not for no love for love. It wasn't a must win, but we had to have the game to get rid of the SOL narrative. See, I disagree. I said the next 2 wins had to be must win. I thought Branch was done too. Stupid to put him back out there. And that's what I'm wondering. Branch shouldn't have played after the injury. He's too valuable. Thankfully, we have 10 days off to rest and heal. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why was Brian Branch out there? Brian Branch seems like the type of guy you need to protect from himself. We all know those people. You might even be one of those people where somebody has to protect you from yourself. Wasn't Brian Branch a walk-on in Alabama and started some games his freshman year? They tried to bench Branch after he went down the second time. He actually said no and went back in. He's a fighter. Okay. Mr. Poole, people in the chat, people watching this back on video. My son, okay? Have you ever thought that your child is a walking death trap? Like if you don't do anything to protect them, you don't put the pad on the corner of the cabinets, you don't lock the silverware drawer, that you don't button things to the wall, you don't put the tip guard, that you don't put the outlet plugs in there, that they literally will walk and be their own demise. We have to stand in their way, right? What fighter? Okay, I'm going to fight you if you don't sit your butt down. That's how that's going to go. Forget all that, bro. Forget all that. That's the same thing as sitting because I'm going to tell you what, I was feeling some type of way. Jared Goff was taking some hits yesterday, and I'm like, pull him out. This game is won. Our defense will do what needs to be done. Pull him out. Put in Teddy Two Gloves. These pieces are too valuable. And Brian Branch, in just his 4th game, is already too valuable. We've already lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson. It's too valuable. Pull him out. So I'm thinking, why? Why, if I'm Dan Campbell, why are you think I care that you want to go back in? No, you're hurt. I'm not going to let you do that. Sounds like a high ankle sprain. He came back in the 4th. High ankle sprains suck. I used to get them all the time playing basketball. I mean, y'all know I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. I tell my son all the time. He's turning 14 in January. And I'm like, listen, when you was little, like, did you think about it? They just goo gaga, mama, all the way just around the table. I'll tell you a story about my kid. So I was a real super, like, by the book father when my son was little. He couldn't be in a 9-month if he was 8-month. Like, that's how I was, right? So I remember distinctly, Bye Bye Baby was a thing around here, the extension of Bed Bath & Beyond, which they're both no more now. But I go and I get these corner protectors. They are foam corner protectors. And in our house, we were living in an apartment at the time, and there was a really, really sharp corner between the dining room and the hallway. And I said, you know what? That corner looked mighty deadly. So I stick one of my foam corner protectors on the wall. You know you did it. Okay, we all did it. All right. Something in our house was baby proof. What does he do? He's learning how to walk. He's at the 8-9 month mark. He's walking, and wham, head first right into, you guessed it, the protective foam on the corner. Would have left the brother with a scar for life. Because when I say he fell, he fell. I mean, tripping, falling, fell about 4 feet right into the wall. I mean, he bounced off of it thanks to dad and his protective foam. So Brian Branch, somebody got to step up and save him from himself. You cannot allow an asset like Brian Branch just 4 games in, and I didn't watch him in college, and I already see how great he is and how great he will be. You cannot let him dictate what's going on. Pull him out of the game, period. That's it. No discussion. Remember everybody's dad used to say end of discussion? My dad was notorious for the end of discussion. And when you heard end of discussion, what did that mean, people? You couldn't say another word. That meant you needed to change the subject. So if I'm Dan Campbell, I put some tobacco in my mouth and I say, Brian Branch, you're not going back out there. End of discussion.